Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wasabigalaxy, a show where we chat about Japan culture, Japan games, and anything Japan. In this episode, we will be chatting about this incredible book here, The Untold History of Japanese Game Development. And as you can see, this is a massive book. It's like a phone book full of awesome things. If you don't know what this book's about, it's basically one guy who went into Japan to meet with a lot of these old school game developers and designers and musicians from back the 80s and then the 90s, from the Super Nintendo era, Nintendo era, Sega era, and just like chat with them to see, how they made certain games, any prototypes they did, any, gossip of like a lot of the things they did back then, and what they're doing now, and what they see the industry being now in Japan. So this is definitely an awesome book, but I also got the DVD where you can get off of their website, and it's basically the process of what the writer took to make this book. So you actually see him interviewing a lot of the people that's in the book, with video. And the video isn't the greatest. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but there's a lot of great nuggets in there and a lot of things that you will not see anywhere else. So it's definitely an awesome pickup to get. And if you're really into game development or just like how games were made back in the 80s and 90s, this is the book for you to get. So now let's take a look inside so you guys can see what incredible things are in this thing. Alright guys, let's take a look at the Untold History of Japanese Game Development. And like I said, this is a giant ass book. It's like a phone book, but it's totally worth the money, just because it goes through like, here's the father of the Game Boy and the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo, and goes through his story. And you can see there's a lot of photos, and this is probably my favorite part. As you guys know, I love like sketches and seeing like things that are made, and he's been documenting all this, chatting with a lot of these game developers, musicians, and asking them a lot of great questions, like how was the process back then, were you guys backing any of this stuff up? Are there other prototypes you guys did that never came out? And it's really awesome to see a lot of that type of development. You can kind of say you're kind of going into like what the sausage factory is inside, but if you're curious about game development or art in game development, there's a lot of awesome stories here that are really well documented. But I gotta say, you really need the DVD. I think is a good companion piece to this book, because the way the DVD is structured is they go through and chat with a lot of developers, and the video doesn't show everything that's in the book, so you can actually just pause. If you're at a certain creator, you can just pause the DVD and actually go to his chapter and just like read more about like the process of how he created a certain thing. Maybe it's like a prototype that they have images from that they put in the book, so you can actually get, I guess, a more in-depth feel of like if you see something that catches your eye within the DVD. So I definitely say you should grab this DVD off of their website. So that was a look at the Untold History of Japanese Game Development. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys like this book. I really love it just because of the historical aspects of it. I love seeing how the author chatted with a lot of creators that you haven't heard about and a few that you have, and see their reactions to certain things, and them sharing prototypes and a lot of funny stories of them in their office doing a lot of funny stuff. So I really have to give kudos to the author to this book. So again, if you're really into Japanese game development, or want to know how games were made back in the 80s and 90s, this is a definite book to get. It's well worth its money. So again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below what you think of the book, and is there any creators you wish the author could chat with? For me, it would be Hideo Kojima. not because of the Metal Gear stuff, but I really wanted to know like all the other games he worked on before Metal Gear on the MSX, to see, you know, what his process was, and, you know, how he got up in rank in Konami. That would have been really cool. So let me know down below. Please hit that like button to let me know if you like this content or not. It really helps me gauge if I'm doing a good job or not, and most importantly, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me motivate myself to create more and more high quality content for you guys. So please hit that subscribe button. So guys, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.